Hello everybody, Glitch Reaper here. I'm back for another, darn lips, I'm back for another mob battle, and I've got kind of an interesting quandary. I could not find the Orc Shaman or even the Exterminator prototype from Chocolate Quest in this version. I think this is after they did that serious rehashing, so some things may have been kind of lost in translation and tricky to find. Uh, if anybody could point out a version that has them, I'd really appreciate it. But I can't seem to find them anymore. I don't know if they still have any of the files. Oh well. Well, anyhow, still on a Chocolate Quest kick, so I'm definitely going to have an Iron Golem versus various bosses from Chocolate Quest, because I kind of, oddly enough, I hadn't really seen that much around. So yeah, I'm gonna basically cut loose here against all of Chocolate Quest and see what all an Iron Golem can beat and vice versa. That is the purpose of this mob battle. So I've got my first 5 bosses. They're kind of the ones that have like the generic names to spawn in, although they actually don't necessarily just have generic names uh, like the dragon. He's got a special name, and I think the spider does. But otherwise, we'll see again. But these are kind of like the repeated quest bosses you can have, where you find an NPC village and then they tell you that you can go to a certain location and fight a boss for them that's supposed to be menacing the area. But that's kind of something about the rehash. It's no longer where everything is specifically to a certain structure per se, because there's this whole questing thing now. And so that's kind of made things a bit different. Probably where they lost orcs in terms of being like a faction that was against you, because now they're like friendly NPCs and you can do stuff for them, and in fact they can give you the quest for these bosses. So again, not sure where to find one with the Orc Shaman. But for now, let's cut loose with the quest bosses. We have the Slimy Frog. So this is the slime boss, and this might pop up in your questing system as you're talking NPCs, and as you get their drops, you can get various equipment for them. That's kind of how the questing works, and all that is in this version of Chocolate Quest, by the way. So let's let the iron. That is awesome how it gets a little bit smaller and gets a slime knocked out of it every time. But yeah, the Iron Golem is really going at it. You just watch as slimes get ejected. Now, I was gonna say, if they touch it, they merge with it, and it heals more. So the Iron Golem has to hit fast enough to get past any regeneration that it does naturally, as well as whenever it uses a special trick of remerging with the slimes. And that new attack, where it kind of creates acid around itself, that is particularly troubling for it to get past. It's just kind of sitting there. Okay, it defeated one of the slimes, and the more it defeats them, the less it can heal. Watch your HP. Oh, it's about to actually defeat the Iron Golem. Oh, you're out. But that was super narrow. Because of its fighting style, it was actually able to out-regenerate the Iron Golem's super damage. So that's... Oh, and it even leaps at them sometimes, so it will actually actively seek out the slimes. That's kind of new. Okay, you got me interested. Slimy Frog can defeat an Iron Golem. I wouldn't say always, but well, I don't know. Let's just go immediately for a round 2 that way, actually. So I'll go ahead and peaceful that. At least I think it goes away on peaceful. No, it does not. Okay, in that case I can show off the drops in a different way. Okay. So, showing off drops, I guess. But yeah, you're after various kind of little quest items along the way. There's special drops from the boss. Like, it says Slime Ball, but it also says it's from Chocolate Quest. So you know that this is what you're seeking out when it comes to doing the quests. So, because that doesn't go away on Peaceful, that's going to be kind of interesting. I'd like to see if round 2 out here in the open can deal with it. It kicked the Iron Golem. Like, seriously? And this time they're much more aggressive towards each other. Okay, it's trying to do its defensive attack. Or just creates a region around itself, but then it just got pummeled rapidly. The slimes are having a hard time getting to it this round. That rapid attack. Oh gosh, the Golem still got it. But it's going down in HP really fast. Okay, that time it barely won against the... Did the slimes just disappear? Okay, all the visioned off slimes disappear whenever the main slime frog goes away. That's interesting. Didn't notice that before. But yeah, in testing I had to go the other way, so that one's about 50-50. The slimy frog is about even with an iron golem. Let's try out the spider boss. Yep, we have Shalab. Anybody get what that's a reference to? Anyhow, I'm quite curious about this one. I was just trying to see how aggressive the bosses were, so I'd only really actually test out the slime boss. So let's just see this straight. I might do round 2 if I feel like it. Oh, the spider's like, nope, you can't get me up here. It's trying to anchor itself in between. Oh, that's cool. It's got tactic work and do range more easily. It's like shooting globs of poisonous acid. Oh, but it closed range. It got pounded in return. Oh, it got itself juggled because of the nature of its web. Because it was so springy, it actually the golem used it for a tether ball for a moment there. That was awesome, but it seems by proportion, it's not going to be nearly as narrow. Although it just got barrage smacked right there. But still, let's see what its HP is before it regenerates that much. Yeah, I'd say that's probably going to be just pretty much all the time win there. That Shalab wins over the Iron Golem. Let's see what that drop was. Spider leather. Okay. And you get little badges for it these days, which is interesting. But yeah, now let's go with the Bull. So here's another quest boss, rather than like a structure leader. He's got 500 HP, but his style of attack... let's see if he can handle an Iron Golem, or if he just winds up getting himself stuck on a wall. Wow. That was just a juggle. He does do a shockwave attack, though, which is always cool. But it barely does any damage per hit. It does do several hits, though. The Iron Golem seems to have gotten stranded around a wall, though, so he might get pummeled. Oh, he got line of sight again. Man, those rapid hits. That was like a 27 hit for a moment there. Now he's staring at the bull. I'm pretty sure the golem is going to get whacked. Yep, I'm pretty sure proportionally that means that this bull is probably always going to win. So the bull is stronger than the Iron Golem. So we have a special drop again to kind of just check. Bull leather. So that's kind of a thing now. Well, it has been for a long time, actually. This is 1.7.10, so just saying. And we have the classic giant turtle. Yeah, you're going to do a Gamma impression, because I'd appreciate that. Iron Golem, please initiate. And get bubbled. Oh, it kind of went up to it for a moment. I'm in creative. Why are you bubbling me? Was that just a stray shot? Was that literally just a lucky shot to me? Wow. It did its strafing run. The Iron Golem is land swimming right now. But that bubbling ought to... And again, it came up to him, which is a bad decision. But if it stays in defensive mode, then the Golem will just keep pounding it. Until enough critical hits, or full power hits, whichever way you'd like to call it. Just crumple. Oh, it's going back into attack mode. It just strafed right past the Iron Golem and kept on going. That spin attack is pretty much a good rushdown. Okay, it remembers. Oh, it got bubbled. The Iron Golem is still immune to falling damage, so that's not a threat, but... Oh, they air juggled each other somehow. That was awesome. He like air juggled the turtle despite being under him? How did you do that? That was an amazing juggle. But you're starting to run really low on HP, so there you go. And again, it hit me. I'm still wondering if that's a lucky shot or if it's actually trying to hit me. Because I'm pondering which way that is. Turtle scales. But yeah, just showing off the various drops of the quests. Now we have the dragon. I'm pretty sure the Iron Golem is going to be able to do very much because this is in the air. So, yeah. And hey, can you come down here for a moment because I'd like you to meet this Iron Golem. Can you please? Hello? Do I have to? I think I have to gravity gun this dragon. Oh boy, he's trying to fly out of the arena. I accidentally hit shift. I traditionally wear this armor, and it finally, when I do mob battles, and it finally caught up to me. Finally had an inopportune use of shift. Oh well, I could just spawn one next to him. Okay, I tried to retrieve. Did not work. There we go. Now they're aggroed. And, we got fire attack. But the dragon does charge down periodically. So that gives the Iron Golem a good opportunity to hit back. Oh no, the other one's back too. Are they attacking each other? Or is one just randomly going around? So I can't count the other one in this. They're fighting each other. Okay. Can Peaceful get rid of this dragon? No, I'm gonna have to go up there and whack him. Because I'm gonna have to start that one over. So we have two dragons fight. That is amazing, admittedly. And apparently they're very territorial. But I have to get rid of them completely because I can't let them just keep popping up here. This is a beautiful view, just saying. Sooner or later I'm going to catch up. Preferably whenever you about... Did I get both of you? Nope, missed that one. Gotcha on the way down. Sweet. Okay. Well, I could take a look at his drop anyhow, because I'm pretty sure they're dragon scales or something. Did I have... Oh, the dragon helmet. Yeah, that's like a direct thing. You get a direct drop that way. I was going to... hello? I gotta do the Iron Golem first. There's like no other way. I've gotta do the Iron Golem first. That's like the thing here. Because I have to spawn the dragon right on top of him. There's like no other choice. And again, that part happens. And they're very territorial, again. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, this time, with no previous dragon, let's try to get this one-on-one, please. Just work. There we go. I know the dragon is probably going to do the most damage, but you never know. I mean, that rapid strike from a golem, yeah, like that, is always really impressive. The Iron Golem's got the thwacks there. Hi, would you like to meet my House of Thwacks? Because I'd like you to visit it, and I'm an Iron Golem, thank you. Iron Golem number 2, curator of House of Thwacks. Of course, those ranged fire attacks probably means this is going to be a big no for the Iron Golem winning. Of course, sometimes it's just good to see how long he holds on. He has dealt a decent amount of damage, but again, he has to wait until he gets close enough to give him a few good quick hits. There we go. I dealt some serious damage. Would you mind just coming over here and... There you go. Wonk. Why does it sound kind of like an angry cow? I'm very curious about this. Every once in a while, get mod creators that have very weird senses of sound effects. Biggest case in point, they call me Danger with Orspawn. We know this, but it's part of the hilarity. We also know this. Getting fireballed. To be perfectly fair, he got it not quite halfway. But he just about took that dragon to the curb despite his HP. Oh well, that was interesting. So we know at least one is about half and half, but the other is not so much. So let's start doing in the ones that are usually structure bosses. Well, at least I think the mummy is. I think I remember it being, but it's been a while. But yeah, he's a particularly regal mummy. He's more of a pharaoh, actually. Even though it says mummy, he's a pharaoh. And he's got these custom glows on his twin battle axes. That's awesome. Time for you to show him off against an Iron Golem. Talk about a good first strike. The Iron Golem just went right for it. It's like, hey, you, wake up. Stop sitting down. And what a juggle. He does have some nice magic. That wind spell just kind of smacked right through, and he's got this little ground shockwave. But he was just melted by the Iron Golem. Like, smelted down and used for extra spare parts. That poor Pharaoh. And the fact that he has bandages only means the smelting is only going to be more painful. So yeah, that was interesting. So he got poofed. It's more like he had the ultimate friction burn from all those attacks. Like he just rubbed him so hard with those high speed arms that he caught on fire. So something like that. We have Spectre Boss, 200 HP. So let's see how he goes with the Iron Golem. Oh, the Pharaoh just got destroyed. This guy can take a few hits. He's got more defense, like considerably more defense as well. So I think this is, yeah, I was gonna say probably gonna go the Spectre Lord's way. Can you be peaceful? Is it where the structure boss is gonna be peaceful, but the quest ones nope? I'm gonna say the quest ones can't be peaceful either. So that's there we go. So that takes care of that. Okay, tried it. So let's get on with some of the last ones here because again we're going through various structure bosses like finding liches in particular kinds of castles. Wow, I forgot how long it had been. Like they'd redone the model at some point because it's been so long. I mean they really held on 1.7.10 a lot longer than a lot of other mods. So they did a lot of work even actively after the combat update. So it had hit and they just kept on going with 1.7.10. So there's some of the stuff that I clearly don't remember being the way it is now. So, yeah. But still, sorry. Lich, you're going to be attacked. He's got Skeletal Friend attacking. Like, is like an undead dog or something? Either way, it's knocked out. Ah, the life drain. Now that's a classic Necromancer move. Well, Necromancy magic move. Because this is a Lich, which is even worse than Necromancer. He's got him stuck at range. The Iron Golem has like no chance. I mean, he can take out the minion pretty quickly, but then he's just getting barraged, just totally barraged by the Lich. Like that dark magic attack, there's like just no way. He just got reduced to. I mean, he just got super oxidized there, so he got a little rusty. Wow, that is a loot pile. Okay. I'm definitely gonna have to cycle this into my system at some point. That's like a definite thing. But yeah, the Lich is definitely stronger than the Iron Golem. And at some point I'm gonna do multiple Iron Golems versus the bigger ones, like maybe have the Walker King go against a whole army of them. But for now, we have the Necromancer. I mean, the Lich was definitely remodeled. This one is like more classic look the whole time, except he's also, well, he's pretty much his classic look. Let's put it that way. Like, not much changed with the Necromancer after the big rewrite. And the the Necromancer can totally hit his own minions. Now the thing about Iron Golems is they tend to focus on one target, unless they get 3 hit in very particular ways. It's kind of weird that way. But it kind of helps them at least stay on track against a boss. But it means that they tend not to do very well against lots of minions. Unless they're like obstructing them. And then they'll knock them out of the way. And again, it's just getting barraged though. I mean, they got that melee reach and those rapid hits, but the Iron Golem is just not good at a true ranged fight. So he's getting devoured. Oh, but that one hit dealt a lot of damage. Now the thing is, Necromancer isn't dealing much damage at a time, but just dealt it so often and used it to drain life energy. Like he kept healing off that, or at least that's what it supposedly looked like. I was gonna say, are you immune to Death Aura? I know you're undead, but that doesn't seem to be quite what should work. So, yeah, because that's a different kind of Death Aura. It's not negative energy, it's like a total blast. So, yeah. The pig zombie, the zombie pigman boss. This guy is like a super beefed up version of the Necromancer and the Lich. Although it says zombie pigman, you can barely see any trace of the face or anything under there. Like, he's got this complete robe going for him. So he's like, I'm just gonna look totally like an Imperial Guard here or something. More fire. Has definitely more fire than the last ones. Of course, he is from the Nether. He's got rotating fireballs around him now. They're orbiting him. They're totally protecting him with orbital power. He is essentially the center of his own solar system now. Only in this case, the suns are revolving around him. Oh, okay, so he orbits them and then he throws them? That's not quite right. Either way, he's like just chucking fireballs repetitively. And the Iron Golem is already out, so that was rapid. I mean, this guy is going to definitely come back for a lot of things. So are some of the other Chocolate Quest bosses, for that matter. They're definitely going to be back. Because that was pretty intense. Anything not immune to fire is going to get roasted. Just saying. Now we have the Gremlin Boss, the Pirate Boss, and the Abyss Walker. So we got ourselves a Gremlin, and this one, it says Gremlin Leader, but it's kind of used to be known as the Gremlin Shaman, or at least some versions of have been. So we'll see. I'm pretty sure he's got some magic to him. I mean, it's a running theme. Yeah, he's got fire, like a wind-like move, and he's got one of those hook shot type things. He's got a grappler, but it's backfiring on him even worse than the spider did. Like, he is just getting tetherballed by the golem repetitively. Of course, that fire really does help him, but it doesn't really burn the golem, it just does damage. Oh, the juggle. Tetherball juggle. You are a tetherball now. Okay, he got the golem down to half, but then whenever he recovered, he didn't recover that much. So he just got smacked. Goodbye, Gremlin Boss. You were an exciting fight. I mean, you were very, very agile. I mean, seriously, he had moves. But apparently you are not stronger than an Iron Golem. So that's interesting. We have one that didn't work out, that was farther down the line. Although, admittedly, I'm pretty sure the Spectre Lord would normally be farther along. But yeah, we just got a couple more left. We have the Pirate Boss. And we have the Iron Golem coming up. A classic pirate. He's even got the cape. But why is it that he only has limited HP? Is that like a normal thing? I think it is. He starts off lower than normal for some reason. Okay, if that's what he starts at, I'm not gonna worry too much about it. Now, the Iron Golem should actually stay on him, and those illusions that he's famous for probably won't really trick the Golem that much. But yeah, that was weird. He started off at 400, but it had a max of 500. That's got to be weird. Was it supposed to be one or the other? Okay, he smacks the images too if he gets the opportunity. Okay, who's the true captain? Who's the true pirate captain? Uh, you took a lot of damage, but I think you're a fake. Yeah, you're a fake. You're the real one. So you definitely won over the Golem. Okay. Goodbye, pirate. This is actually about to get full at the very last boss, which I find is an interesting coincidence. Yeah, like the classic trickster dagger, and like a lot of this other cool stuff that they have, because the greater bosses, the ones that are associated with structures, always drop something specific. They don't have like this thing that you trade in for your equipment like the others do. So the pirate boss is stronger than Iron Golem, and of course we have the Abyss Walker King. He's probably stronger than an Iron Golem. I mean, there's a few situations he might get himself stuck, but I don't think so. But just to make sure. Yeah, he definitely has way more defense and offense, so it's kind of like he really is just like the Spectre Lord is just right below him, and then there's him, and then he's like the king of Chocolate Quest. He barely took any damage at all with that. I mean, seriously, barely anything. That's ridiculously low. I mean, he took like what, 8 points of damage? Of course, he does have one disadvantage here. He doesn't regenerate that much compared to the others. So that's a thing. It's so many gold nuggets. So were some of those an illusion? I don't get it. Well, anyhow, I'm going to be sweeping a lot of this out in between. Uh, but we could definitely tell that, I mean, the Iron Golem still could rock and roll against a lot of them, but he just couldn't take some out. But it's surprising which ones he did, actually. Like, he took out the Gremlin leader. He took out the Slime Boss. Apparently that one was like 50-50. And there were some others he dealt pretty good amount of time with, but in the end, there wasn't really that many that he could really take out. Well, the Pharaoh also had a bit of an incident, uh, but yeah. So there was that. Uh, well, I did try to see which ones an Iron Golem could actually defeat. There were a couple. There were a few. So I'll be back and probably maybe have Iron Golem armies or attack squads against some of the bigger ones at some point. I don't know when, but that is something I'm thinking of as upcoming. For now, I'll be logging off. Hope to hear from you all later, and bye for now, everybody.